Hi and welcome. I'm joined by 5 Eurovision fans ready to discuss one of this year's Eurovision entries. My name is Charlotte. I'm from Denmark. I'll be your host today. Now, let's meet our panel of Eurovision fans before we start talking about the Maltese entry. Jacques, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jacques. I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm not a true Eurovision fan, but I'm an absolute ambassador of the Song Contest for years and years. In 1990, I had my first photographer at Eurovision in Zagreb. Yugoslavia it was back then, when Maywood tried to win, but they failed drastically. I've been a journalist at Eurovision between 2004 and 2013. And in 2014, the first time I wasn't at Eurovision, we ended up almost at number one. And my mom said at brunch, "Wouldn't you be there?" And I said, "Yes, of course," but I wasn't. So that was nice of my mom to say, not.
And Pawel?
Hi, my name is Pawel. I'm from Poland originally, but I live in Wales in the United Kingdom. And I've been a Eurovision fan since 1994, when my home country just almost makes a big difference, almost won. And I've been in love with the contest ever since.
Hi, my name is Luke. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Malta. I've been watching Eurovision since 1998. That was my first Eurovision. I've never been to Eurovision. Obviously not as a dancer, not as a singer, but neither in the audience. And I think it's one of my dreams to be present at the Eurovision Song Contest.
My name is Alberte, and I'm 21 years old, and I come from Denmark. I studied literature at the university in Odense, and I've been interested in Eurovision since 2010 because my friend introduced me to Lordi, who won in 2006, and I've been a fan ever since, both of Lordi and of Eurovision. I was actually supposed to go see Lordi live in concert this year and meet them, or last year, but then the pandemic kind of happened and I couldn't, which is sad. But it is what it is. So I've been so that was Lordi that sparked my interest in Eurovision, and I have never, like Luke, I've never been to a Eurovision show in person, but I have watched it for not as long as any of you, mind you, only since 2010. But I really love the show, and it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
And Michael?
My name is Michael. I'm from UK, from Scotland. Been a Eurovision fan for a long time, but I'll just give you a fact that since we're actually going to be reviewing Malta was the last summer holiday I had with the family before COVID-19.
Since it is actually Malta we'll be talking about today, I will ask Luke to tell us a bit more about Destiny.
Okay, so Destiny, basically, she already have been to the Eurovision. She's been in the Junior Eurovision in 2015, when she actually won the Junior Eurovision. So she had a bit of experience with Eurovision. She also was the backing vocalist of Michaela last year. Not last year, 2019, yeah. Last year she was chosen to be the Maltese ambassador for Eurovision, but unfortunately due to COVID has to be cancelled, and she was chosen by winning the local X Factor. She won the X Factor just like Michaela did.
Malta is actually currently the bookmaker favorite to win the Eurovision Song Contest. But before we actually get to see that, let's find out what our panel says. Jacques, what do you think about the Maltese entry?
Well, I'm very happy with the fact that Destiny is repeating her attendance, although she never appeared, of course, last year, but she is allowed to attend Eurovision this year with a much better song than last year. And I must admit, I also liked All of My Voice, of All of My Love, because of her voice. It was a very likable song, and I love the gospel-like backings. I'm a sucker for gospel, although gospel is being overused in at Eurovision the past few years. And what I like about this song is that they completely changed it. So it's not a repetition as so many other songs who or artists who are appearing again this year, and with a song that sounds similar like the entry of last year. She has something completely new with a upbeat Charleston kind of song with the saxophone that they lent from the Moldova Sunstroke project, and I like it. I love it, and I must say it works. It puts a smile on my face, and it's not only because of the beautiful boy in it, but it's a in the video, but it's a tremendous voice. She has such a powerful, soulful strut, and I love it. And I think that this is one of my favorite songs of this year, and that's not so difficult as it wasn't last year, because the 2 years have a comparable, very bland lineup of songs this year. But this is one of my favorites, absolutely.
And Pawel?
Well, it never happened before that one country was my favorite 2 years in a row, and that's the case with Malta, with Destiny. Last year, I was like, from the first moment I've heard All of My Love, I was like, nothing else compares to it. And this year, it was absolutely the same case. I don't know what it is. There's some kind of that power in her voice. It's just like almost magnetic. I can't exactly put my finger on it. I can't explain it. It's just something you can just feel. It's obviously a song like this year about woman empowerment, but you can, even her voice, she could sing a phone book and it would be so exciting as well. So yeah, it's definitely it's for me, it's a big wow, and I think it will be very safe to say see you in Valletta next year.
And
we all feel for you, Luke. We all feel for you.
Yeah.
And I think we will keep Luke in suspension a bit longer and move over to Michael.
Oh, that was unexpected. Okay, I'm going to start negative because I think the problem with Destiny is the same problem that Aretha Franklin has. It's the material. Destiny's voice is way too good, and so finding a song for her is going to be really, really difficult. Now, this is a good song. There is nothing wrong with the song, but if anybody else had sang it, maybe it's not so good. It's just the fact that she sings it, and she probably could have come with the phone book, and it probably would have been better than most of the entries this year. But she's just an amazing singer. It's as simple as that. And again, Aretha Franklin, she's had hundreds of albums and probably only about 12 good songs, but she's still up there as the best, one of the best singers, I guess, of all time. And that's how I feel about Destiny. Nobody would have thought that the song title would have been French either. I bet we're all expecting an English song title, so that was a bit of a surprise. Will she win? I wouldn't be surprised if she does win, and I'd be fine if she does, because she definitely deserves it. But again, the song just isn't quite as good as what we might think it is, thanks to her being such a good singer.
And Alberte?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like her voice at first. Actually, when she sang "All of My Love," I kind of felt like her voice was a bit nasal. And I feel the same about Je Me Casse in a way that she sings very nasally. But I also think that Je Me Casse is an amazing song. I really, really like Je Me Casse. I didn't like All of My Love that much, but I really think it's a powerful song, Je Me Casse, and it has this 40s vibe, kind of like Jacques said with the Charleston. It's really a cool song, and I really love that song, but it's not the best song I've ever heard. I don't think it will win. I don't hope it will win. I'm sorry, Luke. But I do think it has a great chance.
And with that, let's move over to Luke. What do you think about it?
I hate the song. No.
Plot twist.
Well, you can assume that because I'm Maltese, I'm going to side with my country and with my song and with our song and stuff. Well, I haven't put Malta in my top 10. The last time that I put Malta in my top 10 was, I think, in 2013 with Gianluca. That was the last time that Malta was in my top 10. So I'm really not biased. But this year, obviously, it's in my top 10. I think it's the complete package. So firstly, Destiny is an amazing singer. She had an amazing voice and she had a very, really bubbly personality on stage, and she basically owns the stage. So the stage is her, you know. She's the stage. And the song is really good. It had like all the different vibes. You can just dance with it and with the trumpet and stuff, and then you can just sing. It has everything, and for me, it's a jury pleasure, because juries absolutely adore Destiny, and with a good performance, it can also be like an audience. The audience will also love it. So I'm really hoping that the bookmakers are correct this year, and maybe we win. I don't know. But I really hope so.
Well, at least good luck to Malta.
Thank you.
Things have been rather difficult actually for Malta in Eurovision in recent years. From 2015 and up, the country has only reached the final twice. Will they safe well this year, or could we actually be in for a surprise with Malta not qualifying? Michael, what do you think?
There's no way this isn't going to qualify. It's 100%. I don't want to say lay my life on it, but we will. It's qualifying, and it's going to be running. It's going to be running up there with the front runners in the final. She'll be amazing on stage. There's absolutely no question about that. So 100% to qualify.
I agree with Michael. There's no question about it. This will qualify. I'm sure of it.
And Luke, do you also feel completely confident?
No, I'm confident that we will qualify this year, and we also have a great draw. It's the last song of the first semifinal. So, I mean, the juries will. I think we'll qualify. We will come first with the juries, and with the televote. I don't know. Maybe we'll come. I don't know. It depends on the performance then. It depends on the performance, and then in the final, it depends on the performance also. I'm not sure. I think it is a bit in her own style. There's nothing like it in the whole contest, so it definitely stands out. But like in the last years, I was pretty disappointed with our performance on stage. So I'm really not sure if we will actually win, but I will hope so. And obviously, I'm going to stand behind my country. So, yeah.
And Pawel?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that Malta will qualify, and it will be one of agreeing with Michael, one of the front runners. My only worry is we all said that about Kate Ryan in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't want another Kate Ryan moment. But yeah, Malta, for me, Malta in final. Yeah. And
Jacques?
It will qualify hands down. This is an absolutely. If I had to put money on it, this was going to get my money to reach the finals, and even in the finals, it will end up in the top 5.
Look, now don't hate me, but this song is simply not for me. I really don't get why it's a favorite with so many, and I don't get why it's a bookmaker favorite. She has a great voice, yes, and it's a fun song, but I don't find it catchy enough. I'm unable to sing along to it. I'm unable to remember it for more than a few minutes, and therefore it's. I really don't know if. I will actually be honest and say I really don't know if this will qualify. I know it has a fantastic starting position, but it's a tough first semi-final, and I'm not actually sure where this will be. It could be, as Pawel said, another Kate Ryan moment. I would lean towards saying yes, she will qualify, but in my mind, it's actually borderline to do so. If we use the Eurovision scale from 0 to 8, 10, and 12 points, I will, however, give Malta 1 point, but that will be because of her amazing voice. But I also have to say the song is nowhere near my top 10. But what about you guys? How will you rate Malta? If we start with Michael.
I'll give it 8. I would give it 10. I'll give Destiny 10. But no, sorry, 12 is a high. I'd give Destiny 12 for Destiny alone. I'm giving the song 8. And I do actually agree with what you were saying, Charlotte, about singing along. If singing along is what you do with songs, and sometimes I do like to sing it. I can sing this song. I've heard it a lot of times, and I couldn't sing it either. But it's on last, and so again, she'll just be so powerful on stage. But I do understand what you're saying. Your point of view is equally valid to all of us that like it.
I'm gonna give it 7 points because it's in my top 10, and I think it's really good. But I don't completely love it. It's a good song, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
And Luke?
Well, I'm going to give it 12 points. Not because I'm Maltese, but because I really love the song. And I really love Destiny. So 12 points for Malta. Mal, strong.
And Pawel?
Can I give it 20? No, it's definitely, it's my number 1. Nothing else beats Malta for me this year, so it's well-deserved, beautiful 12.
And Jacques?
Well, it's not better than Switzerland, Bulgaria, or France. So 7 points is my number 4, and that's my top list for this year. So yeah, I think it deserves better than the 1 point you gave, Charlotte.
Yeah.
But hey, it's Eurovision. Not everyone likes the same song, and Alberta, not everyone, or Michael was it? Not everyone likes to sing along with songs. And I remember we had quite a few songs that no one ever could sing along, and even won number 1. Remember Ukraine, but no one could sing that along, and I still wonder why that ever won Eurovision.
And that's the beauty of it. We all got
And
different
that's
opinions,
exactly the beauty of
and
it.
we all still come together when for Eurovision. So yeah, that's why we all love it.
Yeah.
It's not. It has nothing to do with the frogs.
No.
So with that, we send all our good luck wishes to Luke.
Thank you.
And
Yay!
Good luck.
And with that, I would like to say thank you to our panel and to our viewers. We will soon return with new panel members and the rest of the 2021 songs. Take care and don't forget to subscribe and follow Eurovisionary. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.